strongest impression of last year for me personally was the first live show with DARKHAUS, end of November, as support for Unzucht in Cologne. Because this was the first time when DARKHAUS really came to life, and the first time we were playing on stage in front of people, and this was a special moment after so much work and so much preparations in advance. This was great.
Hello, Elaine from Ireland. Let's see, what's the last concert I've attended? I attend a lot of concerts locally here. For instance, a great band from this region of Florida, South Florida, called Dharmata. Great band. But the last major band I've seen, let's see, was Queens of the Stone Age for their, I think, Like Clockwork tour. Was never really a huge Queens fan, but this last album really got into and really loved, so I had to go see it live, and it did not disappoint. Great band, great show. I'd recommend it to anybody.
The video ideas actually were kind of a collective effort between the band, between everyone involved, but mostly the band members. You know, we kind of brainstorm back and forth via email and exchange different ideas and stuff, and we kind of weeded through and narrowed it down to the basic concept, you know, and then elaborated a little bit on that. And then it was a case of, you know, once we had our basic plot or whatever, we kind of went out from there and started to secure locations, finding props and building the set, you know, things like that. And yeah, it was a lot of work, and it was stressful at times, but you know, it totally paid off. We're over the moon with the results, and yeah, hopefully we can make another video at some point in the future.
Well, for the time being, our main area of focus seems to be Europe, and the game plan is to eventually broaden our touring horizons to include North America once we gain a strong enough foothold in Germany and some of the surrounding countries. So with regard to US gigs, I think it's really more of a question of when than if. So feel free to check in with us from time to time on our homepage and on our Facebook. And we hope to see you in New York sometime soon. And thanks for supporting us. Take care.
My musical taste was definitely influenced by my parents a lot. When I was a kid, I listened to a lot of classical music from the big composers like Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, and so on. And also, on the other hand, to a lot of 60s, 70s rock, Rolling Stones, Beatles, The Who, Cream, Eric Clapton, and all this kind of music.
Do I have any motto that I live by? Let's see. Don't really have a motto I live by. I do try not to take anything for granted. Try to not let any day pass me by. Not any opportunity to speak with somebody or to experience anything pass me by. And that's really the only thing I try to keep in mind day to day.
Last CD I listened to would have been Alice in Chains, the Essential Alice in Chains, little 2-disc deal, greatest hits thing I picked up last year actually when I was visiting Marshall in West Palm Beach. So yeah, great band, Alice in Chains. And do I own any vinyl? I do. There's some Led Zeppelin stuff, a couple of records, T-Rex, Boston, another great band, Neil Diamond. I've got quite a few there, you know, it's just been a while. They're sitting right now in my parents' attic back home in Scotland, so next time I'm back, I hope I'll be able to pick some up if I can remember and bring them back with me.
Well, so far we have completed 2 music videos in support of our debut album, My Only Shelter. The first was for the single Ghost, and our second video was for a song called Life Worth Living. At the present time, we don't have any plans, unfortunately, for a third official video, but I think that those plans can change at any time. So we'll make sure to keep you posted. Thanks for your question, Christine. Take care.
DARKHAUS is definitely not a side project. Neither for Gary and Marshall, who are playing also in Propane, nor for me playing Eisbrecher. When we found this band, we decided to commit ourselves 100% and to avoid overlaps regarding touring or studio time. We always plan a long time ahead, and this works out pretty well so far.
Let's see. A talent that I'd like to acquire that I don't already possess. I would have to say piano. Piano's been part of my life growing up. My dad played piano a lot when I was young. Just such a beautiful sounding instrument, and a basic instrument I think every musician should know how to play, that I kind of just skipped and went right to other things. But yeah, I'd have to say a piano. I love and I will learn how to play the piano.
Do I believe in aliens? Yes, I do. And to put it simply, you know, you walk outside at night and you look in the sky, and there's more stars than you can count, you know, in your whole lifetime. A star obviously being the sun. So let's say that each one of those suns has at least one planet orbiting it. Then that's an infinite amount of planets. So to say that the Earth is the only planet that has any kind of life or intelligent life, it's just crazy, you know, and it's kind of arrogant. So no, I don't believe that we're alone.
Okay, my last question comes from Julia from Germany, and she asks, what are some of your favorite movies? So here's just a small list of some of my all-time favorites. Francis Ford Coppola's Apocalypse Now, Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino, Throw Mama from the Train with Danny DeVito and Billy Crystal, The Green Mile with Michael Clarke Duncan, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy, The Shawshank Redemption with Morgan Freeman and Tim Robbins, Rocky Horror Picture Show with Tim Curry and Susan Sarandon, 200 Motels with Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention, Ted Browning's Freaks, and also The Kite Runner. So that's just a short sampling of some of my all-time favorite flicks. And Julia, thank you so much for your question and for your support of DARKHAUS. Take care.